Found a couple cool stocks running filters yesterday evening, and had some cool teaching points and discussion points. So dropping a couple videos today. The Morningstar filters through my library are down today, so you have to take my word for it. But filtered last night, looking at healthcare stocks worth less than 50 million for the whole company. So we're talking about nano-cap stocks, and really intriguing one I found last night, Bellicum Pharmaceuticals, ticker is BLCM, and really cool company. So let's take a look at their pipeline. Actually, so Bellicum is a company that has 3 products. 2 of them you may have heard of this type of product. It's called CAR-T. So in layman's terms, this is a cancer therapy that works by taking a patient's T cells and programming them to fight cancer. So these products are approved already for ALL in children, diffuse large B-cell lymphoma in adults, mantle cell lymphoma, multiple myeloma. So these are products that work by, again, taking patients' T cells, which are a type of lymphocyte, kind of training them, programming them to attack cells with a certain identifiable feature that's unique to the cancer. So these are very fast-growing treatment modality in blood cancers, particularly lymphomas, and I think have a bright future eventually in the solid tumor market. So they have a product that's being looked at in pancreatic cancer and one in breast cancer. And then they also have, I'm actually not even that familiar with this treatment modality, but these are donor T cells that they're trying to develop in blood cancers for children and adults. So they've got really 3 shots at getting an approved treatment, and if any of these products were to come to fruition, you're talking about a company that's has a value of $500 million or $1 billion pretty quickly, maybe even more. So let's look at the stock. You can see that the company value is $22 million. So you're talking about this company achieves its goal and gets a product to market. We're talking about a $1 billion company or so, and that's about a 50-fold return from this current market cap. So I showed this to one of my friends, and they said, well, look what's happened to this company. Like, so many people have lost money in this company. At one time, this stock was $317.50. It's now down to $3.65. So, how did this happen? This happens in a couple ways, and I get a lot of questions. Why are you buying all these stocks that have, they've been on this horrendous decline? Well, that's the point, is that over time, as this company has been shorted or had to raise money and diluted the value of each share to shareholders, you see that the price per share has gone down. And I don't really care about that the stock used to be $247 or that the stock used to be $291. All I care about is this number right here. What's the current market cap? What's the company worth? And where do I think that company can find its value in the short to intermediate term? So you can see this stock has been beaten up, probably in large part due to shorting from the hedge funds, and finds itself at extremely cheap price and extremely low valuation. So I was kind of talking to some of my buddies about this, and the analogy I give is it's like sitting at a craps table where the odds are stacked in your favor. So for instance, if you're sitting at a craps table and you make a bet that you'll roll a 4 or you'll roll an 8 or whatever the number may be. I haven't played craps in a long time, but you may have a 1 and a 10 chance of hitting that number when you roll your dice, but the casino is going to pay you 8 to 1 in return. So if you stay at that table forever, the house has the edge, and the odds of your bet hitting don't justify the returns. In other words, you're gambling, you're hoping to get lucky, but uh, you're making bets with a certain probability that the payout doesn't justify that probability. But when I see a company like this, I think, what are the chances that one of these three products is going to be developed successfully, get approval, and become a difference-making cancer therapy? And I don't know. I just give a arbitrary number. I think that chance is somewhere between 30% and 80%. And if that chance is somewhere between 30 and 80%, the payout if you hit should be, 3 to 1 or better. But I think the payout if you hit on this investment is going to be potentially 50 to 1. So basically, the upside, I think, highly outweighs the risk. This isn't something I would put a huge portion of my portfolio allocation in, because if you have some bad luck and it doesn't hit, then you're out a large chunk of your portfolio. But this is a type of stock that I think a small investment, a small percentage weighted of your investment portfolio, uh, you just can't. I certainly can't resist the opportunity to make an investment in this. Am I going to put half of my investment portfolio in? Absolutely not. But something that a small investment, and you just let it sit, and over time, the payout could be huge. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is something I'll definitely be looking at buying in the short future, probably this week.